Hey everybody, thank you again for another Conversations with Elgin, and I want to introduce a friend of mine. We're even going to have to talk a little bit about uh, his journey over here into EXP. We've got a very unique story between both of us, which is kind of funny. Um, Javier Mendoza is a fantastic agent. As you've noticed and seen with some of our conversations, we've been blessed to have the best of the best here. Uh, Javi and I were at another company previously together. We're not going to mention if the company has a red book out, or we're not going to mention some of those things. But we were there. Javier was not only a top producing salesperson, but he's one of those people that knows his business. People looked up to him, asked him a lot of questions. So we wanted to get him on here to help you guys out today. Talk a little lead generation stuff, talk a little EXP, and just kind of talk about what's going on right now. So welcome, Javi. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, Elgin. How you doing, man? How you holding up with the pandemic? Everything good?
Man, I'm holding up, brother. The pandemic is for everybody else. They just think, but I ain't going out outside, so I ain't trying to catch nothing. Hey, speaking of that, but how are you doing? On the serious note, how are you doing personally, handling everything? Since we have been a safer at home, and that, how's your family? How's everything going for you personally?
You know what? We're chugging along, thank God. As you know, this is affecting everybody worldwide. So everybody's going through this together. But you know what? Just taking it one day at a time. That's all we could do. All we could do is all we could do. So thank God we have our health. You do hear stories through the grapevine, so that's why it's right now. So it's very important to take care of number one, which is your health.
Right.
But at the same time, we're just chugging along. We're doing what we could do. Yeah.
That's right. Well, knowing you, that's still a good chug. So I'm sure you're making out okay. Hey, so tell me, so how long have you been in real estate now?
I've been selling real estate since 2003, straight out of high school. I started with my brothers. I got my license right away, and then I've been selling real estate since 2003, so 16 years now. Yeah.
Wow, man. You look like you're about 23. So it looks like you've been you don't look old enough, man, to be selling real estate that long. That's a good thing.
I've been fortunate. I was very blessed. I grew up in a family with a real estate background. So right out the gate, I went to college, but I also started in real estate as well.
Okay, well, no, that's great. So, and then what would you say so far maybe that you've specialized in as a real estate agent, or what have you, or maybe you specialized and started in one way? I should say, what have you kind of morphed yourself into right now?
Well, you know what? We started just like every other agent, representing buyers and sellers. I was more buyers than sellers in the beginning, but throughout the years, a lot of those buyers turned into sellers. So my business is about 50-50, 50% buyers, 50% sellers. I helped a lot of first-time buyers throughout the way, educating first-time buyers that it's not out of this world to buy your first home,
Right.
Growing up, I didn't have my first home until we were 13. So
Right.
I always saw it as a big challenge. And I was forever grateful to my first broker who sold us our house. I'll never forget him. So I know what it's like to buy your first home. So I've helped a lot of first-time home buyers throughout the years. I've had sellers who sold multiple houses with me, moved on up. They bought the first 2-bedroom with me, then they bought the 3-bedroom, then they bought the ranch with me. So I've been helping a lot of clients. But throughout the years, me and my family have also been in the investment side, flipping, buying, holding. And then we do have family in the mortgage business. So that's what we do. We just service clients, buy and sell, and with their mortgage services as well.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's fantastic. So obviously, the EXP is not your first rodeo as far as a real estate company goes. And I know, obviously, you had Keller Williams. Now we laugh and joke about it, but at Keller Williams, you were actually, you're very productive. And they're, you know what, as I've said as well, their model for us at those particular times we thought was a good model for us. So, what actually attracted you to EXP, and then further, what kind of actually got you to make the move? Because you can tell your story that I already know, as far as you didn't come to EXP the first time you heard about it, right?
No, no, actually, I heard of EXP 2, 3 years ago. I heard the model. I'm like, wow, that model sounds good, but the whole virtual thing, I don't know if people don't go for that. People,
Right.
they want to go to an office. They have to go to an office. That's what I thought 3 years ago. But you know, then I saw you a year ago. I'm just gonna go into the story.
Sure, sure.
Last year in September or October, I
Mm-hmm.
was on my honeymoon with my wife Francisca, and then you were on your vacation, and I saw you on Mykonos Beach. I already knew you through our previous company, and I knew you had gone to EXP. So when I saw you on the beach sipping a coconut with your wife, and right next to you. It was crazy. There's no coincidence in life. And I asked you, hey, how's EXP going? And you shared your story, your true testimony with me, which I haven't had a chance to talk to you to that date. And then that really opened my eyes. I saw the opportunity and the value that EXP brings. So I heard about it. And now with this whole worldwide paradigm shift of virtual, now more than ever, EXP's positioned to really take a bigger market share. But I saw everything that it had to offer. First of all, the education, over 8 to 10 classes per day, all virtual, recorded online. So you could be on the beach looking at, listening to classes. You could be you could log into the EXP world, talk to a broker, get a question answered. Anywhere you're at. So I saw all the value that EXP brought, and I see the trajectory. Even in the past month, EXP has grown an agent count, which is incredible. So
Right.
I'm super excited.
Right. No, well, that's good, man. That's good. It's funny because my wife said to me maybe a month or two ago, she was joking, and actually she had heard us talking. So maybe it was about 2 or 3 months ago. And then after you and I finished talking, she said, "So that vacation that I drug you to was worth the money, huh?" She's like, "So we need to go somewhere like that every weekend so that we can meet another Javier that you go, and we can bring him into the company and show him the value."
You know what? It just goes to show you that you never know where you're going to meet the next person that you could be the gateway or the connector to somebody that sees the XP opportunity.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now that you've gotten into the company and gotten yourself acclimated and working moving forward, and I know you're already becoming a superstar as you are building in your success team. Some people won't know, but right now I know that you're sitting in your own little office space that you utilize for some of your EXP presentations, and some of your people in your success team can come and work out of in the valley, at least do some things. So, man, in a short period of time, you've moved quite a bit away. We look at you as a definitely up and coming superstar. So, how does that feel, man? And where are you at right now as far as building your success team and your obviously now you're getting checks and capping and all that other good stuff. How are you feeling as far as your stocks? And how's all that starting to work out now that you're really experiencing it for yourself?
Yeah, well, now I joined the company in January, and like Elgin was mentioning, we did lease out a small office suite here in Porter Ranch, right off of Tampa in Rinaldi, just so our success team, our team could we could have some trainings when we could get together again.
Right.
You know, we're open for business now. And at the same time, 90 days into it, I sponsored, I believe, 7 people in our success team. And some of those people already have people on their first and second level. And we're talking more and more to people. But like you mentioned, I already got some stocks awarded over to me. So I'm officially a part owner with EXP. I see stock move up and down
Right.
every
Right.
day. I bought some more shares the past few days as well. So I'm super excited. I got my first revenue share
That
check.
felt good, huh?
That felt really good. You know, I didn't get anything from Uncle Sam, but I got something through my business. You
Right.
know, so that felt really good. And you know what? It's the biggest revenue share or profit share check I ever gotten. So, and this is just the beginning. So I'm super excited about everything that's going on right now.
Man, that's fantastic. You know, I have to say, for people that are looking and watching this, when we're talking about, you know, revenue share, and people have heard me speak and stuff about this before, is that there's some people in the company that are doing some numbers that, you know, you hear it and they're just unbelievable. You won't even talk about them as much, but they're unbelievable. But for you out there, you know, right now, particularly with the pandemic and other stuff going on, if you're looking at this, and Javier can attest to this, but what if you're doing the same things you do all of the time with your client? What if you just got an extra 500, extra $1,000
Yeah.
of revenue share a month from doing the same stuff that you're already doing? I mean, does that help with car payment? Does it help with the house note? Does it help with your kids to school? I have to tell you, man, the way the company's going, and because it took people like Javier here, we all still sell homes. We sell homes just like we sold them at the other companies we were at. It's just that now we've also got additional revenue streams to help the families that we service and to help our own families. It's such a win-win situation. So let me ask you this too, Javi.
Yeah.
How do you feel now coming over? I mean, because obviously the company we previously left, quote unquote, considers himself a technology and training company. So now that we're at the company that we're at, what's been your experience so far with training? What's been your experience so far with even the camaraderie of agents and the synergy of helping each other and not? Tell me your thoughts of that.
You know what? I love the EXP world. I love the technology. I thought it was going to be harder getting used to it, but once you get used to it, you're used to it. You could go on your app on your phone on the EXP world, log on, listen into the broker class or the lead generation classes or the updates, especially now with everything that's going on. There's updates daily in there, so and they're recorded as well. So if you're not able to be at the class at 10 a.m., you get on there at 7 p.m. while you have some downtime. You know, so I love the technology aspect of it. And like I said, we're really positioned to take market share because now everybody has to get used to virtual. Because if moving forward, you have to adapt to virtual. I heard Warren Buffett said today that he thinks that some offices are never going to open because they saw that they could go virtual, so they might be going that route. So EXP is 10 years ahead. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. We're well positioned. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So, man, just a couple of other quick ones here. You know I can't see anymore, so just had to put on my glasses again real quick. But
No worries, man.
question number, pretty much the last question is, if you knew what you knew now, and you're an agent at one of the other companies, and you know they're considering it, maybe hadn't quite heard of it or of EXP, what advice? What would you tell another agent that's considering this company right now? What they should probably do, and maybe what you would have done differently from when you first heard? Although I'm glad you didn't join when you first heard it. Because we got to talk about it and we got to work on the same team.
Yeah, I could just share my personal experience. Honestly, now, especially now with this pandemic, I wish I would have started a year ago, 2 years ago, right when you started, because I'll be in a different position, you know. My revenue share checks will be a lot larger. And God forbid if I can't work for the next 3 months, I know I have something bigger than a stimulus check coming in to go ahead and help me and my family. You know, so right now, I just wish, of course, I wish I would have got started earlier, you know, because what position would I be in right now if I would have got started a year ago, 2 years ago? But you know what? It's never too late. I just got started, and I see agents do get attracted to this. I just send them the video, and then we chat a little bit. I put them on the line with you, Elgin, and then they see the vision now more than ever, because everybody has to get adapted to virtual.
Right.
So it's sky's the limit here with DXP. You know, sky's really the limit over here. Yeah.
Man, my brother, I want to thank you for carving out a little time and sharing, as you always do, as you share with everybody on the team all the time. I appreciate you sharing, you know, your thoughts, sharing your vision, and not only that, more than anything else, I appreciate your friendship, and I want to thank you publicly for all of the help and support that you give me, and that you give the rest of our success team. And I'll tell you, you know, we're gonna look back 2-3 years from now, and the stories that we're gonna have then are gonna way surpass the stories that we have now, which are pretty good stories. I don't know if we'll be able to get past the Mykonos story, but we'll be able to add some stuff to it, right?
Exactly.
Maybe the next time the vacation will be where we went out and we went out and started and ended up at the same place on purpose.
Yes, exactly. And thank you, Elgin, for all your support, man. You're always there when I call. Same thing with when my team needs help. You're always there. So I just want to say thank you. You made the onboarding and the transition a lot smoother. And I'm super excited for our team. You know, I got some rock stars who are joining the team, and we're gonna hit the ground running when we could go 100%. Yeah.
Oh, good, yeah. Well, thank you, brother. As always, between you and I, God bless you. I appreciate you.
Man.
And you have a good rest of your afternoon. Tell your beautiful wife hello. And I'll see you soon, man.
All right. Thank you, Elgin. Have a good one. Bye-bye.